Hello. Sorry. It's been a bit since I've streamed last. Apologies. I've been a bit busy with life, and at the end of the month, I go into the doctor for surgery consultation, so my streams are going to be a bit short. And I might not be streaming as often as I should, because there's a lot going on, and apologies in advance for that. Like, I don't mean to not be very consistent with my streaming. I know that my room's a bit of a mess right now, and I apologize for that. I've been super busy with art events and just general chaos. So right now, I'm going to just kind of go over here. And go to a sketch layer. Kind of maybe do a background color. I know my stream's a bit slow and takes a bit to catch up to everything. So I know that's not everyone's preference for that to happen. And I'm sorry. But I am over here trying my best. It's been a bit since I've streamed, and my head's been a bit in a funk, and I didn't want to stream while my head was in a funk.
When I was a student, I'd write long essays that I'd work on for days, but
Blah blah
now
blah 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 blah. Just kind of, hi. Hello. I haven't streamed on Twitch in a bit, so I decided I'd try and take time to stream today. Trying to get there. I forgot, I need to give you a follow as well. I forgot to follow your account. There we go. Oops, my bad. There we go. I was trying to click on your profile to follow you. I realized I hadn't given you a follow yet. Oh, yeah, my camera is one of those AI cameras. Sometimes I can get it to kind of stop in mid-motion and stuff, but like to stand still. But it was a camera that my roommate had done as a Kickstarter type thing, and they had like I think 2 or 3 cameras. So they my stream might lag a bit, but they decided to let me use the one that they had kickstarted because they already had a better camera. And so yeah, this one tends to follow motion and stuff just because AI sensors. And I probably won't be able to stream a lot whenever I do end up having surgery and stuff. I have consultation at the end of the month, and whenever the surgery does happen, I'm not going to be able to stream very much whenever the surgery does happen because I will be having to recover in the hospital for a bit. Because major surgery. But I'm mostly just stressed out about the long 3-hour drive down there to Little Rock because that's like a freaking over 200-mile trip from where I live currently. And I don't do well with long car rides because of my PTSD with car wrecks, so being in a car for a very long time is going to cause me a lot of anxiety, plus I get motion sickness whenever I'm in a car. So I'm going to be taking some motion, like, what's it called? I'm going to be taking the nausea meds that they give people for, like, motion sickness beforehand, so that I don't get sick and throw up on the way there. Because I don't want to end up spilling my breakfast everywhere before we get there and then be asked questions when I walk in the door. Are you here because you are expecting? No, that is not why I'm here. But you just threw up. How far along are you? I'm not. I can't have kids. No, thank you. But thanks for your concern. Like, no, thank you. Like, I don't want to like end up throwing up before I get there, and then they get the wrong idea as to why I'm there. Like, no, I'm here because my insides hate me and are not in good standing. Like, I don't want them to get the wrong idea. Need to like grab this one. Like, I could just see that situation playing out if I don't take the nausea meds an hour before the ride. Like, just the hospital asking questions as to why I'm there, why I threw up, and just like, I'm sorry, I cannot do well in the car. I'm gonna put the paws up in the air. I had been meaning to do like a sticker for Telegram with like Zimmer having paint on their paws and stuff. For like, because I do a bit of painting and I've been doing more and more paintings here lately. And I would like to have a sticker that shows like Zimmer getting messy with a lot of paint on their hands. Because sometimes if my paint on my canvases kind of get out of hand, I use my fingers to try and adjust and touch up parts that are super hard to brush out. My cat doesn't understand the mustache. I'm sorry. I don't know if you did the unboxing thing yet or not. Oh, I just did that one. Okay. There we go. I had too many things there. There we go. Phoenix don't actually have paw pads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm gonna have it drip off. Kind of here, and there. But at least you like the mustache, I'm assuming. Gonna have paint kind of splattered here and here. And then like maybe a bit on the ear. And like one on the chest. There we go. Now I can do the line art. Most of my stickers with Zimmer, I try to do pink line art because it's just softer on the eyes. And I know that I haven't really streamed on Twitch in a while because I've been super busy with just life. And I always feel really bad because I know there are people that wait for the streams to show up and stuff. And I try to stream when I can, and I've just had a lack of motivation, I guess would be a better word for it. A lack of motivation to get things going. My head's been in a bit of a funk, and I don't like when it gets like that. There. I feel like I'm not getting this quite right. There. And then I don't know if you have a Telegram, but like I know a lot of furries and stuff use Telegram. I make sticker packs for Telegram. I'm not doing a live on TikTok right now. Mostly because I've done lives on TikTok instead of on Twitch lately, and I realize I kind of need to do my Twitch streaming too, because I still haven't reached affiliate, even after like, I want to say a year and a half streaming. Like, I meet the follower goal, I just don't stream consistent enough to meet the affiliate goal, and I don't stream long enough. Yeah, Telegram is kind of a thing where furries will make stickers for it too. I don't know if I can, and I'm not sure how to upload segments to TikTok. I know that I save my streams and stuff, but I don't exactly save any clips from the stream that are uploaded to TikTok, because I don't really have people clipping the streams very much, or clipping parts they think would work well for like exporting places. I've had a few people here recently on one of the sites I post to misgender my Sona character, because they didn't understand my character. My Sona is non-binary, and because they like to be shirtless in a lot of stuff, they assume that my character is male, and my character is non-binary. They don't really have a subjected gender. but also I don't know how long my computer's gonna last with stuff because the last I do French Persona commissions and stuff, but the last time my computer had encountered like a rolling electrical surge whenever it came through town. My computer didn't shut down properly during that. I lost a lot of progress on a piece I was working on. And I don't exactly save consistently, so I had to start from where I last saved, and it was not pretty. It was rough. And because my computer didn't shut down properly upon the surge, my computer, whenever it booted up, basically said, hey, one of your drives is now going out. And I'm like, great, I have a limited time left with the computer that I've had for like 3 years. Fantastic. I tried uploading to cloud, and I tried like backing up all my files on cloud, but apparently it's going to take another terabyte of cloud storage to be able to store everything on my computer, because one of my drives is a 2 terabyte drive, and I back up a lot of my art on my backup drive, which is my 2 terabyte drive, because I apparently did a lot more art in the past 3 years than I thought I did. Instead of like 15 gigabytes of art like I thought there was, art, videos, streams, just everything I've worked on in the past 3 years, there was 168 gigabytes of information that needed more storage to go onto, and I've been thinking of getting like a 4 terabyte external storage, but that's gonna take a bit of money. And I don't see anyone just being like, hey, I got you something, I sent it in the mail, keep an eye out for it. Because they can get expensive, and I am constantly trying to work on just life expenses. Like the painting that I have on my wall that I completed, I don't know if it's going to show, but it's up on my wall, and now the camera follows me. There we go. Like, if I'm going to have to get a new storage for my computer, I want it to be a decent amount of storage so that if my computer does go out, I can save everything to the storage device. But currently, I can't even play a lot of the video games that I have downloaded onto my PC on stream because my computer will lag so badly due to the amount of storage that is being taken up by everything else on my drives. So even though my computer can kind of play video games, I don't generally stream a lot of games on my computer because streaming also takes a lot of the CPU from my computer, because my computer is a refurbished POS that I spent $400 on to get. Which isn't a bad price for like a small like PC, but my PC is sort of a POS, but it helps store my art and gets me from one point to another. And originally I got it just so I could be able to do my art and take care of just basic things, because I didn't think I would ever be gaming on it. But now that we actually have like decent internet and stuff, and I don't live at my mom's, I have the ability to play games on my computer, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't think this through when I purchased the computer. I just wanted to do art. Now I actually want to try and play games sometimes, so I usually stream them from my PS4. And my PS4 doesn't exactly have a camera for people to watch me play the games, so I don't really record like with a camera or anything while I'm doing the game. Plus, I think I would look way too serious if I was recording it on camera, because I always look really like intensively focused or pissed off when I'm not actually pissed off. I'm just focusing on a game. People are like, you mad at someone? No, I am focusing on building Minecraft stuff. Gotta try and get the paint on this, so you gotta have fun. I try to have fun. What OBS do I use? I don't use OBS for my computer because I never figured out how to do it, which kind of sucks because I actually have like a Vroid model that I could use and do things on, but I never got around to using OBS or figuring out how to use the models on OBS, so just kind of don't use it. I use Gamecaster for my streaming. It works pretty decently for my computer setup, and it's easier for me to understand because a lot of technical stuff, even though I can understand a bit of tech, still confuses me a lot. I need to blur these two. But I believe my main drive's like a... I want to say... Which... I'd have to go and look at the specs on my computer, but I have kind of a POS computer. Got the paint there. And then I'm gonna do the pastel colors, kind of green. And then blue. But yeah, my computer's not the best, but it's lasted me a good 3 years for being something I got off Amazon. I mean, my 3DS, I believe, was either off eBay or Amazon that my younger brother got me. I do pretty good work. I'm just trying to find some paint, like painting the splatters and stuff, kind of there, and kind of have some paint there. Maybe do a pinkish color there, but I'll make sure I get, let's do a bluish color over here. Need to erase these sketch lines though, because I know where everything is. The line art is basically there. Then go over to the hands and do kind of yellow there. And a yellow kind of up here. And green. And a blue. And then a purple. But yeah, eventually I need to get a bigger storage. I never asked how come your preference is non-binary. I know you're not comfortable with physical contact. Physical contact actually depends on the person and if I trust them enough to allow physical contact. I'm usually okay with hugs if I know the person and the person's a friend, but generally, my preference for being non binary for my character is because I am basically gender fluid or gender queer myself. So I like the character to be relatable for me, and I also like to draw the character with no chest because I get very dysphoric about my chest at times. Yeah? Really? 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 Anything else? Really? Do you want to come here and say that to me? No? Okay. And it's not so much I don't like physical contact. I just also have a few sensory issues with some things due to my autism as well. So depending on like certain things or certain touches can make me very uncomfortable very quickly. And I don't want to make people that are around me uncomfortable as well. So I try to do my best with like physical interaction and being around people. Let's see. I still have like a bunch of mess on my bed because I was busy painting. Ah, fudge. Okay, so let's do green over here. Yeah, hugs are fine. I don't travel a lot just because motion sickness due to car rides and just like general fear of being in a car because I've been in like 8 car crashes or car wrecks, and so car rides make me very apprehensive if they're really, really long. Only because I've had a lot of car wrecks I've been in, so it's not so much not trusting the person that's driving, it's more so the other drivers on the road scare me at times because I know how some of the drivers are here in Arkansas, and apparently some people don't use their signals, some people don't use their brake lights, and some people, I don't know how the hell they pass driver's ed, because like holy crap, like, even on public on demand transit and stuff, there have been instances where people have almost crashed into our transit, and I'm just over here like, I am just taking this to go to somewhere, and I did not expect to be in danger. Like, we had one person that was trying to avoid a semi almost hit the transit, and I'm over here like, I thought it was safe, I thought it was safe, I thought it was safe. Kind of like freaking out internally. My anxiety just goes, like, it's hard because even as like a kid, I never got to have a feeling of safety growing up, and so trying to feel safe with like people or any situation or circumstance can be very hard for me, and it sucks because I don't like living in survival mode. It is extremely exhausting, and it's very stressful because my therapist had put it in a way of, you've been through a lot, but you somehow managed to keep going. I don't know how you do it. Do you? And I'm like, I have no fucking clue at this point. I'm just existing. So, yeah, I don't know how the fuck I'm doing it. I can't explain that to you. So I'm lost. I'm just as lost as you are. So, he's like, yeah, but you still made it through all that trauma and you're still going. You're still doing what you do every day. You still get up, you still do things, and you still function. You have high functioning anxiety. I'm like, okay, I understand where you're coming from, but I don't like the term high functioning, as I am autistic, and putting functioning and high functioning, low functioning labels on stuff kind of irks me a bit because I don't like that that's used, because so many people use that for like getting autistic people jobs are like, oh yeah, they're high functioning enough that they can actually do this or work this for you, when it's kind of demeaning in a way to autistic peoples or persons, and I don't like it. And so when my therapist puts like high functioning anxiety, it just kind of bothers me to hear those words. And even though he explains it that you have high functioning anxiety, meaning that you are constantly stressed out, like your anxiety is super high all the time, but you still function and do everything regardless of those situations and being stressed out. And I asked him, is it really functioning if I feel like I'm barely functioning at all? He said, yes, because you're still doing things. You're still functioning. You're still doing human tasks and basic needs. So yeah, you're functioning, but you're like high functioning with your anxiety. And I'm like, I really don't feel like I'm functioning, man. I feel like I'm breaking down. I feel like I'm on the verge of breaking down nearly every single day because I get overwhelmed or overstimulated, and it sucks, but I deal with it the best I can. And it takes little to no effort to make me irritable or make me angry, but I don't like being angry, so I just bottle it up for the longest time. And like, I can get angry very easily, but it's mostly just certain triggers that'll make me angry, like people lying directly to me, or like people cheating on people in front of me. It's mostly just those type of things that really bug me and will trigger me in a bad way, but I'm not bipolar apparently, because I had gotten a bipolar diagnosis at one point during like an evaluation, but over time they're like, you really don't have like a fluctuation in between being severely depressed and being severely manic. You're mostly experiencing depression a lot of the time, so there's not really a fluctuation in between the two moods like you would see in bipolar. Has anyone ever diagnosed you with borderline? And I'm like, no, but I've had a couple here in the last few years diagnose me with borderline personality disorder, and most people, when they hear that diagnosis, they think, oh my god, they have this really bad thing and I should stay away from them because I'll have to walk on eggshells around them, when it's literally just a way the brain and body cope with trauma. Is just you develop a personality disorder, not like multiple personality, but a borderline, as to you don't always think in a gray area with your thinking. There's always black and white, one thing or the other. There's no in between or middle line, and it's always the worst thing or the best thing, no in between. And it's hard to see like a silver lining a lot of the time because your brain thinks very critically and very directly. Plus, like, it's also diagnosed by having an instability in past relationships, having a confusion in sense of self, um, having very intense emotions or emotional outbursts, and like you feel everything very, very intensely because of how the brain is and how it's been triggered over time due to trauma. And so people over time, when they've had a lot of trauma, develop borderline personality disorder. And a lot of the stigma around borderline personality disorder, or BPD, is that people think the people with borderline personality disorder have multiple personalities, or they are going to go off on you as quickly as they were just smiling like 2 minutes ago. They're gonna be very angry the next minute. Whereas there is unstable mood swings with some borderline personality disorder peoples. It's not always a thing and varies from person to person as to what you experience. And with me also having the chronic unaliving stuff that I deal with in my head, I've dealt with that since I was 13, and a lot of it's due to like trauma and stuff, but a lot of my hospitalizations, doctors don't want to deal with the chronic thoughts. They don't want to deal with the chronic plans. They want to deal with just the ideations and people only having those thoughts temporarily that can be fixed with like going to a hospital and seeking medical help or like seeking medicine or therapy. And when it comes to patients that have a chronic unaliving problem, it's harder to treat them because a lot of the professionals that are trained in dealing with crisis don't get trained in dealing with chronic unaliving. They only get taught how to handle in the moment ideations or preventing a ideation from happening. And so it's a lot more difficult for mental health professionals to actually treat a person who has that default with their brain or defect with their brain where the chemicals don't process correctly and are always in this state of spiraling downwards and having those thoughts. It's harder to treat, and most of the therapists in hospitals that don't have a medicinal option for me just tell me cope with it as best as you can for as long as you can and hang in there. We don't really have anything medicinally for you, but eventually we might find something. But for right now, best of luck. Try to handle it. And I'm just like, I honestly need help, man. I need help. But it's always, I wish I could help you. Like, I really wish I could, but there's not really anything I can do. And it sucks to hear those type of things from like doctors and medical professionals, but sometimes that's what happens with a lot of patients is they get that as a response from medical professionals or people working in the mental health field is just, you have a lot that's going on and I don't know how to help you and I'm sorry. And it sucks to hear that, but it just means trying your best to find as much to cope with your situations as you can and as best as you can. Even if you have days you break down, you keep going because you find silly reasons to keep going. At least that's what I do. Like, I find silly reasons like, oh, I might come up with a better design for a stuffed animal, or I'm not done making art yet, or I want to try and pay off a debt to a roommate or something, or I want to make sure my friends have a good birthday, or my cats would be super sad and I don't want them to be sad because I can't handle my cats freaking out about me being gone. And it's just like silly things like that that kind of just keep me going because I don't exactly have a lot that does keep me, but I keep trying my best to do as best as I can. What is the thing that just went off? It's a notification of some sort. What is this? Okay, it's just that. There's a message from a TikTok streamer, TikTok channel I follow from TikTok. Their Discord things. It's the one person no panic button dude. I follow him on TikTok and stuff, and he had a Discord link in his bio, so I joined the Discord a couple months ago, I think. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong layer. It's on 5, I believe. Nope, wrong layer again. There we go. It's on 8. But yeah, sometimes there isn't really a solution to a lot of the things that happen in life, but it doesn't mean that there is no solution. There's always a solution, whether or not it helps 100% of the time. Is just kind of deal with it the best you can, because one day there will be a way to fix things, but it just takes a lot of patience. Trying to find a blue. Just a blue over here. And just kind of there, and then a yellow, kind of boop. Oh, I need to put their eyebrows on. But yeah, just sometimes people don't get the help that you'd expect them to get, even if they need it. Sometimes there isn't really help that can be given other than them figuring it out on their own. And it sucks, and it's sad. But it's kind of sometimes all you can do. It's not like there's no hope. You find things that keep you going. And for me, one of my goals in life is to make a positive difference in the world and make a difference and somehow and then make an impact. And a lot of, like, at the last art event, I was able to not go nonverbal at the end of it, and that's good. And I was super proud of that. One time I didn't go nonverbal after an event, which is really good. And at the end of it, when I got home, I came to a realization that I always thought that, yeah, people like the stuff I make, but I didn't know how much they liked it. And then I noticed all these people that are like super supportive, and all the people that when they stop by my booth at art events, their face just lights up with like joy because the things I make. And I just cried because I realized that a lot of people who like get stuff from me, they love what I make and they love what I do, and they actually have a difference made in their life by something I've done. And it was a realization from that I just broke down crying because I didn't think I made very much of an impact on anyone around me. I didn't think I made very much difference just doing what I do. And like, even despite all the struggles I deal with mentally and all the problems I deal with mentally, and even when I have super, super bad days, people are still supportive and people still receive joy or help from things I've made or done. And it shows me that even if you're struggling, even if you're going through really, really bad mental spaces, you still make a difference. And it's one of those things that just kind of throws you off when your head's always in like not so great of a space, is you don't realize the amount of impact or difference you're making in the world until you actually start to see that impact or difference yourself and realize that on your own, that you have done what you need to do and you have helped who you need to help. And it may have been super unexpected. It may have been something you didn't think was possible, but no matter how negative your thoughts are, even if you're struggling, you still make a difference in the world, and you still make a positive difference to the people around you. And to me, that's kind of just one of those really, really odd things, because like, I feel that even when I'm like struggling really bad, I feel like I'm doing more harm than good, and then people tell me that I still make really nice things even when I'm struggling, and I still come up with really cool ideas and really cool expressive art stuff when I'm struggling, and they still like that, even though I've like had a bad day or had a rough time. People still appreciate what I've made even when I'm having a rough time. Like, I do a lot of creating and art stuff to keep myself busy from my thoughts when I'm having a bad mental space. And all those things I create, people apparently really like. Even though I was in a bad place when I make them, people still love them. And it's just it's a hard and odd concept for my brain to grasp because I'm not used to it. And I'm not used to like being told that I still make a difference and make a positive difference and positive impact on everyone around me, even if I'm having the worst day of my life. Like, it's odd to me because it's not something I expect. Like, I don't expect to still make a positive difference when I'm having a bad day. I don't expect it to affect people in a positive way. It's just very odd for me to try and grasp. Oops. To go there. I need to go back up here. Go over here. Like, I know that I talk a lot on mental health issues and try to advocate for mental health stuff whenever I'm on like TikTok and stuff, but it's also a really important thing to me for people to have a good mental health or mental space even if they can't seek mental help, because I know what it's like to be feeling alone or be feeling like you can't deal with the thoughts very well. And I know what it's like to feel like you're the only person who's going through that at the moment and that no one else knows what it's like. And I try to advocate really hard because I know what it's like to have those feelings, those thoughts, and feel like it sucks. And I don't want people to have to feel alone or feel like they don't know what to do in those situations. I want people to be able to feel like they can get help if they need help and talk to someone if they need to talk to someone. Because sometimes, with a lot of the places I've been that I was hospitalized in, most of the other patients that were there with me, they just wanted someone to sit down and talk with them and have an actual one-on-one conversation and actually want to know what's going on with, like, what were they thinking about, what are they talking about. Like, they just wanted decent human being interaction, human decency, kindness. They just wanted kindness and someone to talk to. And sometimes that's all you can really offer someone. You don't have to offer a solution, you don't have to have an answer. Sometimes you just have to try and be there for them. And people appreciate that a lot that are struggling. Like, they appreciate that more than people know. It saves people's lives. Whether people stick around for another second or another year, it's a lot more that someone can do than not do. Like, even if you don't know how to help a person going through that situation, just talking with them and trying to understand, or actively listening and trying to just be an ear to listen and let them vent, helps a lot more than people realize. I'm very big on mental health advocating and stuff, even though I'm not a mental health professional, because I don't get a lot of mental health solutions other than therapy, coping with trauma therapy, trying to get past issues I deal with and trying to get better without a medicinal route. I try to deal with things the best I can, and I don't want other people to have to go through feeling like there's no hope for them, feeling like there's no solution or answer. The answer is just taking time out of your day to be a decent human being and actually giving that person the time of day and letting them know that that you want to listen and you want to hear them out, even if for a couple minutes. There we go. Got it. What am I gonna do? Should I do like a table with paw prints on it, or just a canvas? Then here, I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna need a line, kinda boop, here, here, boom, boom. I'm not good at dimensions and perspective, but I'm gonna try somehow, some way, some shape, form, void, insert pronoun here. Gonna try my best to do this. I'm gonna go over here. I should put like a little like paint palette on like the canvas, like have a little paint palette up here. Oops. Make sure that doesn't go over the line. Maybe do a bit more on this one. Go here. There we go. Go here. Okay, and then go to here. And do a little paint palette. Kind of over here. Then go here. Okay, and then have line work. Take the pink color and go like here, kind of there. The orange and go like right there. And then the green. And then blue. Yellow. Purple. Kind of have this kind of dripping off the back bit. There. And have a blue. And then have that kind of off there. And then there we go. Have purple kind of wait, I should have it more canvas-like. Grab crayon, I guess? Yeah, there we go. There. And I want to grab this one. Do the crown again. Kind of and then have the green. And then yellow. And the pink over here. grab the crown again and kind of, maybe not that, but like, trying to, it's a bit hard to get a grasp on this. Orange. And the yellow. And yellow. And there. Then green. I've almost got this finished, but it's still a little bit yellow and blue over here. It's a bit messy, but it is what it is. Let's do a bit of like, nope, not that. Control Z that. And go there and there. There we go. And now go back down to layer 2. Grab the white. And kind of have it over here. Oops. There we go. There. That is done there. File, save as. And then we're gonna take all of this. Oops. Control Z. Control C. And Control V. Where the hell is it? Ah, there we go. Think that'll work. When you fill in the background, then you have all this. Okay, so we take the back layer off, file, save the opacity to make a sticker. There we go. Okay, and then that one's done. I'm gonna try and upload it real quick to Telegram. Sticker, 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 sticker. Where are the sticker things? There we go. Slash add sticker to an existing pack. Zoomer to Finic. Zoomer. Then grab this pictures. Scroll all the way down. There we go. Don't compress image. Send. Emoji that goes with it is going to be, where is it? Should be an artist palette. Emojis. There are so many emojis. I feel like non-verbal people could use the emojis. Where is that? I scrolled too far, apparently. Somewhere in this collective of emojis, there will be something. Getting close. There it is. Boom. And then, done. Yes. Cool. I need to go up to, down the scroll, boop. Okay, cool. Sticker uploaded. And then scroll down here. Go to that group. Put that. Alright, cool. That's done. I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream for now though. So thank you all for watching. I need to go do food. Hope you all have a great night. Thanks for the follows for those that followed. And stay tuned for more content. Bye!